the Lord is not going to put you to shame. We are going to just do that and just minister. And that the power of God is mighty. I know about that. All right, let's just take a study. I'm going to be very brief so that cut it a bit and all of that. All right. Look at this. He said, are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for those who are what? Who are heirs of salvation? Nick King James, right? Nick King James said, are they not ministering spirits who sent forth to minister to those who inherit salvation? Everyone that is born again is entitled to angelic presence. Is entitled to angelic manifestations. I'd like you to know that angels are supernatural beings. We might not see them with your eyes, but they are there. They are there. You see, you might not see them with your physical eyes, but they are always there. They are always there. They are ministering spirit. When the Bible begins to actually give us an introduction of who an angel is, it calls them what? Ministering what? A ministering spirit. So, Scripture also called them the host of heaven. You can call them the host of heavens. You can call them heavenly hosts or heavenly beings. We saw that in Scripture. But these are real personality with physical imprint. A real personality with what? With physical imprint. Angel has been before creation, before the initiation of man. We saw in Psalm chapter 8 and verse 5. Psalm 8 and verse 5. The angel has actually been before man was created. All right? They have been obeying and have been assigning to the will of God before man was created. That means before the creation of humanity that we call man today, male and female, there has been the heavenly hosts, are angels that has been with the Lord. Look at this. He said, for you have made him a little lower than the angels. Talking about man. If you read from verse 4 of this scripture, but there's no time because of time, all right? He was talking about human being. He said, you have made him what? A little lower than the angels, and you have crowned him with glory and honor. Talking about human being. Can we read from let's read from verse 3. From this scripture, maybe you have a proper understanding because of time, all right? Help me. He said, when I consider your heavens and the works of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have ordained. The next verse, verse 4. You now begin to talk about man. Look at this. He said, what is man that you are mindful of him? And the son of man that you visit him? Look at this. When God created man, he actually man with what? With honor and glory. Verse 5 of the same scripture. And then when this guy has this revelation, he began to ask, what is that is a man that you are so mindful of man to the point that you have to make them a little lower than the angel, but they can command angel because they have the crown of glory and honor. Are we together now? Are we together? So they are heavenly beings, they are heavenly hosts, they are sent to minister to the what? To the heirs of salvation, which we have. Look at this. I can tell you that they are spiritual beings that actually hate supernatural things. Yes. A very good example is the example of Zechariah in Luke chapter 1. If you study, we are not going to go, there's a long verse there. In Luke chapter 1 and verse 5 to 20, when the angel of the Lord, Angel Gabriel, appeared to Zechariah, the husband of Elizabeth, and he told Elizabeth and he told Zechariah that your wife is going to conceive. And then Zechariah began to doubt, and he said, I'm the angel of the Lord's presence. You will be deaf and dumb until these come to pass. So that means angel has some supernatural power to be able to do some things at will without even consulting God. And then what happened? He became deaf and dumb until John the Baptist was given birth to. Are we together now? So they can be called, Angel Gabriel happens to be the angel of the Lord's presence, all right? You see, angel excel in strength. Psalm 103 and verse 20. Angel excel in what? In strength. I wish today is a Wednesday where we have a comprehensive Bible study. Or maybe today is a normal Sunday service where we're not going to talk about healing so that I can have my time to really explain this and all of that. But I already did something, a ministration of angels. I think I did an account about that. But this is more or less like an updated version of what I've taught before, all right? But when the Lord told me the healing angel, he gave me scriptures and showed me some few things I'm going to talk about today. Psalm 103 and verse 20, look at their description. It says, bless the Lord, you his angels, who excel in strength. It's one of the things we saw here is that they excel in what? They excel in what? In strength. We see that angels actually